Hey, this is Dean, and I'm really glad you found this page. I know you're hurting right now, but I want you to relax because help is on the way. We're going to be sending you a very helpful 6-part course. It'll be emailed to your inbox, so be sure to look out for any emails you receive from X-Back experts. And for right now, I want to give you some quick help and explain the steps that you're going to want to follow in order to attract your ex back to you. In other words, you're going to learn how to make them want you back. And then you'll discover how to reignite the relationship and make it better and stronger than ever before. And I'll show you how to do this without having to obsess about your situation any longer. You won't need to beg for forgiveness or chase after them or change things about yourself that really don't need to be changed. So below this video, you'll see a copy of the Reattraction Roadmap. And in this short video, I'm going to break it down for you in more detail. But first, I just want to say, if you're fresh off a breakup, you're probably in a pretty weird emotional place right now. You may be confused, frustrated, angry, depressed, feeling helpless. I remember experiencing all of those emotions because not too long ago, I was in your shoes, so I completely understand where you're at. I also know what you probably want to do right now is talk to your ex. You want to call them or send them a text message or try to contact them on Facebook. There are questions you want to ask them, things you want to say to them. I know the feeling. You're panicking because you're really not sure what to do next. You've already tried to convince them to give your relationship another chance, but they wouldn't listen. At this point, you might be worried that your ex has moved on for good. But I want you to listen closely because you cannot take any further actions based on the emotions you're feeling right now. If you do that, if you keep making the same mistakes, your ex is only going to think that you're desperate and insecure, and those are extremely unattractive traits that will only push them further away from you. So what you need to do right now is accept the situation. There is absolutely nothing you can do or say to win your ex back right at this moment. I'm going to get you there, but it's not going to happen immediately. And trust me, if your ex feels that you're putting pressure on them, that could very well be the final nail in the coffin. So now, let me give you some good news. There's a part of your ex that wants you back too. Think about it. The two of you have history together. You've shared a lot of experiences. You've been there for each other. And at one time, the two of you were very much attracted to each other and felt comfortable around each other. Your ex hasn't forgotten this. The truth is, things happened in your relationship which caused their attraction to fade. But you can reignite the attraction. Now, you're probably getting advice from friends or family members about your situation. Whenever we go through bad breakups, the people who love us reach out and try to offer their support. And although they care about you, they're probably not telling you anything that is actually going to get your ex back. They say things like, just tell them how much you love them. Or they might advise you to apologize and see if they'll give you one more chance. Or they might say things like, they didn't deserve you, you're better off without them. But in your heart, you know that your ex is a very special person, and when the relationship was going well, it was one of the happiest times in your life, so it's worth it for you to follow these steps and get them back. So, if you scroll down, you'll see the Reattraction Roadmap, which lays out the steps in the X-Back Experts program. As you can see, the first thing you'll want to do is conduct some honest breakup analysis, which we cover on page 7 of the X-Back Experts Manual. I'm confident this breakup will only be temporary, as long as you follow these steps. But for the present moment, acceptance is key. That and being able to honestly examine your relationship and figure out the real reasons why things fell apart. These might be reasons that your ex wasn't telling you, but they were giving you clues. So in the X-Back Experts program, you will discover how to identify these clues. Next, you're going to learn about the 7 deadly sins or mistakes that people commit when they're hoping to get back with their ex. These mistakes are easy to make, especially when you're missing them and starting to feel desperate. But if you make even one of these mistakes, you might ruin your chances of ever reuniting with them. And then, in the X-Back Experts program, you will learn how to become the best version of you. Next, in the Relationship Evaluation chapter, we're going to show you how to gain a deeper understanding of what your relationship was really all about. And this is very important because once you do get back together with them, you're going to know how to patch the leaks and make this relationship stay strong. All of those silly arguments and hurt feelings and resentments are going to be buried for good so that you two can focus on enjoying being with each other. And then we'll get into the reattraction ignition phase. You're going to learn a proven step-by-step method to reattract your ex, so that instead of you chasing them and trying to convince them to give it one more try, they'll come back to you. And if you follow this method the exact way we explain in the X-Back Experts program, your ex is going to think getting back together is their idea. Now, I know that every relationship is different, and each situation has its own challenges and obstacles, and that's why the X-Back Experts program is also going to reveal how to handle the different scenarios that might come up. Like, what if your ex says they've already moved on? What if they're seeing someone else? If this applies to your situation, you really need to read this section of the manual carefully. There are actually ways for you to make your ex feel turned off by the idea of dating other people because they'll be thinking about you and they'll realize they're making a huge mistake by letting you go. You might also find yourself wondering, what if they don't want to meet up with me? Because in the X-Back Experts program, you will learn how and when to meet up with your ex, which you'll need to do to shift the reattraction process into a higher gear. But if they resist the idea of seeing you, don't worry, because we have a strategy for that as well. And then here's another common challenge. You follow this method and the meeting does happen, but it gets off on the wrong foot because your ex starts bringing up old problems and trying to drag you into the same old arguments. Well, on page 77 of the X-Back Experts manual, we're going to give you a very simple but super effective strategy to break your ex out of their negative mindset and get them to focus on the reasons why they should want you back. So it won't matter if right now they're swearing up and down that it's over, and there's no way they'll ever forgive you or give you one more chance, because we have a solution for every situation. And in the end, as long as you follow these steps and you don't panic or go back to making the same mistakes you've been making up till now, you will reunite with your ex and you'll stay together with them. And best of all, your relationship will grow to become even more loving and passionate than it ever was before, even back when it was at its strongest. If you want to get started on this right away, you can order your copy of the X-Back Experts program by clicking the orange Order Now button at the bottom of this page. Right now, as part of a marketing test, we're offering it at a rock bottom price, and it comes loaded with more than $250 worth of bonuses that are going to accelerate this process and get you back with your ex even sooner. All of the programs we offer here at X-Back Experts are backed by our rock-solid, no questions asked, 60-day money-back guarantee. So this really is completely risk-free. You can get started right now. Just click the orange Order Now button at the bottom of this page and test out the material, and then decide if it's right for you. If it doesn't get you results, or even if you just think it won't get you results, you can send us an email, request a refund, and you'll receive your payment back in full, no questions asked. But I'm confident that the X-Back Experts program is going to work wonders for you. And just a short time from now, when you and your ex are back together, you'll want to thank me, and your ex will want to thank me too. Look, you know you're not going to accomplish anything by dwelling on your breakup and beating yourself up, and you also know that with each day that goes by, your chances of rescuing this relationship are growing smaller. The good news is that there is hope, no matter how cold your ex might be acting towards you right now. And even if they're seeing someone else, there's a part of them that wants to be with you again. They remember how good it used to be. They remember the reasons why they fell in love with you in the first place. Now, it's just a matter of you following the right steps and reigniting that attraction. I'll talk to you soon.